Bittorrent generally fundamentally is a low-positioned coin with the ticker BTT that sort of has a reasonably especially present worth of $0 and a market capitalization of $464 620 500 or so the sort of thought. Digital currencies entirely have fundamentally truly lengthy, past the reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors in an extremely in every practical sense, enormous way. These days, it's a resource class that sort of in every practical sense is considerably managed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate delicate, or so they especially thought. Some kind of certainly huge venture banks even explicitly gained Bittorrent and really other digital currencies all at once to generally by and large safeguard their resources under administration, against a dashing expansion that handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors. Presently, it's chance to in every practical sense explicitly uncover our short, mid, and genuinely long-haul expectation of the advancements on the BTT market that in every practical sense certainly depend on the readings of our quite exceptional crypto unpredictability file that most certainly assists us with checking the market feeling and generally expect where in which the market plans to go, especially in spite of mainstream thinking. At this point, the cost of Bittorrent fundamentally is $0, while the coin at present essentially for the most part ends up at 70th spot in the sort of in general positioning in an unpretentious manner. The set actually especially positioning generally is assessed based on the resources fundamentally in every practical sense, present value that truly is duplicated by its truly current market capitalization, an equation that all things considered explicitly is applied all through every single monetary market, truly as opposed to mainstream thinking. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions with the goal that our clients certainly get the most significant information in regards to the exhibition of computerized assets in their portfolios in an unpretentious way. It's likewise vital to by and large consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its bearing, genuinely in opposition to mainstream thinking. On December 2, the cost of Bittorrent by and large was at $0 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change explicitly in a real sense added up to 3.33% in an all things considered, fundamentally huge way. 7 days prior, on November 26, BTT especially by and large was esteemed at $0 and that actually intends that from that point forward, the cost for the most part is explicitly vacillated by 0%, which truly is very huge. A month prior, on November 3, the market member laid out the cost of Bittorrent at $0. In this manner, the coin really has taken a 6.59% action to arrive at its most certainly present standings in a very kind of enormous manner. The examination of market capitalization entirely all plans and purposes conveys especially equivalent significance in both digital currency and customary business sectors. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology certainly is utilized to truly decide the fundamentally in general position and ubiquity of computerized resources and stocks, for example. Changes in market capitalization quite certain or essentially negative in every way that really matters are likewise characteristic of the manner by which the said market could head, as well as the resources kind of potential for making gains or posting misfortunes in both sort of genuinely short and kind of long-haul viewpoints in an unobtrusive manner. This sort of specific in every practical sense metric generally is likewise used to check the predominance of Bittorrent corresponding to the remainder of the cryptographic money market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future exhibition, or so they certainly thought. To basically decide the exceptionally current market capitalization of BTT, we generally duplicate the flowing stockpile, the boundary that will for the most part be especially made sense of later by the extremely present worth of the cryptographic money under audit. Starting today, the market capitalization of Bittorrent basically in every practical sense remains at $464 620 500 which frames the reason for pretty positioning fundamentally was referenced before, so digital currencies by and large have long passed the purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors in an unobtrusive way. Yesterday, on December 2, BTT explicitly truly had a market capitalization of $449 236 and in every way that really matters, significant way, which in a real sense is very critical. Keep going week, on November 26, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to generally was recorded at $446 835 706, kind of as opposed to mainstream thinking, in spite of prevalent thinking. A month prior, on November 3, the market worth of Bittorrent by and large was evaluated to explicitly be $435,895,332, certainly in spite of prevalent thinking. All-out supply considers the quantity of coins that generally have previously been created by different means, for example, through mining, or so they generally thought incredibly. These digital currencies can truly be utilized either for commonly dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with caretakers, or so they truly thought. This kind of measurement likewise considers the coins that especially have been gotten rid of through the cycle called consuming, which especially truly is applied to control the expansion rate in an especially large manner. At this point, the sort of all-out supply of Bittorrent basically is laid out at 990,000,000,000,000,000 BTT. Finally, the flowing stockpile is utilized to essentially work out the market capitalization and by and large evaluate the coins most certainly current remaining in the positions, which really is genuinely critical. It indicates the exceptionally generally speaking measure of BTT that certainly is buy and buy exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that generally are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly basically put unavailable for general use for reasons unknown, or so they essentially thought. It's by and large accepted that digital currencies that fundamentally have a flowing stock between 60 million and 150 million basically are the most appropriate for kind of truly long-haul venture, since they generally are liable to in a real sense value in esteem over a lengthy timeframe, potentially many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate. At this point, Bittorrent really has a flowing stockpile of 951,421,714,286,000 coins in a sort of significant manner. Over the truly beyond 24 hours, the exchanging volume related with BTT arrived at the mark of $24,496,292 in an unobtrusive manner. Yesterday, on December 2, the normal weighted exchanging volume recorded toward the finish of the exchanging time frame basically remained at $26,987,360 which explicitly is very huge. 7 days prior, on November 26, how much BTT that especially was traded between market members especially was assessed at $23,708,748, kind of as opposed to mainstream thinking. Presently basically comes an opportunity to make sense of exhaustively the quintessence of the crypto instability record, CVIX, since it's a highlight of our cost expectation model that permits us to really predict the way that Bittorrent will in a real sense follow over the kind of next 1 to 5 years, which especially is very critical. CVIX fundamentally is the consequence of the careful work of our group of market specialists and programming engineers that surfaced within in every practical sense. A remarkable recipe for measuring and imagining the normal market unpredictability and enhanced it with the imaginative by and large profound learning calculation that filters through a variety of verifiable market information to explicitly convey the best Bittorrent cost expectation in the business, which entirely is very huge.